Do you wake up every night, walk to the bathroom and tell yourself, this is just part of aging? What if I told you that this nightly trip isn't just about your bladder? What if it's a quiet signal from your brain, a warning you can't afford to ignore? In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the hidden connection between your nighttime bathroom habits and your risk for cognitive decline. This isn't just about aging, it's about your brain's health. And the silence around this topic is putting millions at risk. If you are over 65 and want to protect your memory, your sleep, and your independence, please subscribe to this channel right now. Your subscription helps us create more content just like this, offering simple, science-based guidance to help you age with clarity, not fear. Your support makes a real difference. Let's talk honestly and gently. Waking up to urinate at night, a condition doctors call nocturia, is incredibly common. So many women experience it. Some wake up once, others 2 or 3 times. But almost no one talks about it. Women often feel embarrassed, or they feel it's just a private issue they have to deal with. So they normalize it and stay silent. But this silence is dangerous. It delays understanding, and that understanding is what protects your brain. As we age, some changes are expected, of course. But waking up every single night to urinate is not something that should be dismissed, especially in older women. Why? Because frequent nighttime urination is often a sign that the brain is not regulating bodily signals properly, that deep sleep is being constantly interrupted, and that the nervous system is under a significant amount of stress. This isn't just a bladder issue, it's a brain-bladder communication issue. Let's look at a real-world example. A recent news report highlighted a study from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society. Researchers followed thousands of older adults for several years. They found that individuals who woke up 2 or more times a night to urinate had a significantly higher risk of developing cognitive impairment later on. The report featured an interview with a 72-year-old woman named Carol. For years, Carol thought her nightly trips to the bathroom were just a nuisance. Her doctor told her it was normal for her age. But as her memory started to slip, and she felt perpetually tired, a new specialist connected the dots. Her fragmented sleep was starving her brain of its nightly repair cycle. Carol's story isn't unique. It's a silent epidemic. Here's something incredibly important to understand. Your bladder does not work on its own. It's like an instrument in a large orchestra, and your brain is the conductor. It listens for instructions from your brain. During healthy, deep sleep, the brain sends out signals that suppress bladder activity, increase bladder capacity, and keep you asleep. This allows your brain to enter its crucial deep repair stages. But when the brain's signaling ability weakens, often years before memory loss becomes obvious, those signals become noisy and disorganized. The conductor is getting tired. The bladder doesn't get the clear message to stay quiet. So, you wake up. Your sleep cycle breaks. Your brain doesn't get to fully recover and clear out toxins. This happens night after night, slowly chipping away at your cognitive reserve. Women's bodies also go through significant changes after menopause. Hormonal shifts, particularly the decline in estrogen, directly affect bladder tissue elasticity, nervous system sensitivity, and the architecture of our sleep. Add in other common factors for seniors, like certain medications for blood pressure or heart conditions, underlying stress, or simply poor sleep habits developed over a lifetime. Suddenly, waking up to urinate becomes a nightly routine. But just because it's routine does not mean it is harmless. Think about it like this. Your brain is a city that cleans its streets every night. The sanitation crews only come out during the deepest hours of sleep. This process, known as the glymphatic system, clears out metabolic waste and toxic proteins, including beta-amyloid, the plaque associated with Alzheimer's disease. Every time you wake up, the cleanup crews are sent home. If this happens multiple times a night, for years on end, the trash starts to pile up in the city streets. This accumulation leads to inflammation, damages brain cells, and weakens the connections responsible for memory and thinking. This is why sleep researchers and neurologists now see a direct link between poor, fragmented sleep, often caused by nocturia, and a faster rate of cognitive decline. It doesn't happen overnight. It happens slowly, silently, in the dark. So, when should you really start paying attention? It's not about panicking over one bad night. It's about recognizing a pattern. Pay attention if you consistently notice waking up to pee almost every night. Notice if you have difficulty falling back asleep afterward. Are you waking up feeling groggy, as if you haven't slept at all? Do you struggle with mental fog in the morning, or have poor concentration during the day? One symptom alone might mean very little. But when you see them together, they start to tell a story. A story about chronic sleep disruption and a brain under strain. Let's hear from another person. A news segment recently featured a 68-year-old retired teacher, Maria. She'd been waking up 3 times a night for a decade. She felt exhausted, irritable, and was becoming forgetful. She'd tried everything from limiting water to different medications, with little success. Her life felt ruled by her bladder. Finally, she saw a sleep specialist who diagnosed her with a sleep disorder that was causing her to wake up, and the urination was the consequence, not the cause. By treating the sleep issue, her nightly waking stopped. Her energy returned, and her mind felt sharper than it had in years. Her case shows us we must look beyond the bladder and investigate the root cause. Now let's focus on what truly helps. The solution isn't about blaming yourself or accepting this as your fate. It's about taking gentle, proactive steps. First and foremost, you need to calm your nervous system before bed. Our modern lives are filled with stress, and stress puts your body in a fight-or-flight mode. This state makes your bladder signals feel much louder and more urgent. Simple practices like 10 minutes of gentle stretching, deep breathing exercises, or listening to calming music before you turn out the lights can make a world of difference. It tells your nervous system it's safe to relax and stand down for the night. Second, protect your deep sleep with a consistent routine. Your brain thrives on rhythm. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, reinforces your natural sleep-wake cycle. This makes it easier for your brain to transition into and stay in the deep, restorative stages of sleep. A consistent bedtime matters more than you might think. Make your bedroom a sanctuary for sleep, cool, dark, and quiet. Third, let's talk about gentle pelvic awareness. The muscles of your pelvic floor support your bladder. When these muscles are either too tight from stress or too weak, it can contribute to bladder urgency. You don't need intense exercises. Simple awareness practices, like mindfully relaxing those muscles as you breathe, can improve the brain-bladder connection. It's about re-establishing a calm dialogue between your mind and your body. And fourth, and this is perhaps the most important, stop blaming yourself. So many women carry shame around this issue. They feel their body is failing them. But shame only increases physical and emotional tension, and that tension worsens the symptoms. This is a medical condition, not a personal failing. Approaching it with curiosity and self-compassion is the first step toward healing. These are small changes, but when done consistently, they create a powerful ripple effect. They protect your sleep, and in doing so, they protect your brain. I want to be very clear about something. Waking up to pee at night does not mean you have or will get Alzheimer's. Please do not hear that. What it does mean is that your body is sending you a signal. It's asking for your attention. Listening to that signal early on gives you the power to make changes, to stay in control of your health. Ignoring it, year after year, slowly takes that control away from you. So, what are your next steps? Start a simple journal. For 2 weeks, note how many times you wake up at night and how you feel the next day. Take this information to your doctor. Don't let them dismiss it as just aging. Ask them, could this be related to my sleep quality? Could we investigate this further? Be your own best advocate. You have the right to understand what's happening in your own body. This is about connecting the dots for your long-term health. The connection between nighttime urination, sleep quality, and brain health is one of the most under-recognized areas in women's health today. But knowledge is power. And now you have the knowledge to start asking the right questions and taking the right actions. You deserve to sleep through the night. You deserve to wake up feeling rested. And you deserve a future with a sharp and healthy mind. In our next video, I'll be diving deeper into the specific link between an overactive bladder and memory decline. And I'll explain why addressing one, often helps improve the other. This is a connection that surprises so many women, and it's a crucial piece of the puzzle for aging vibrantly. If this video helped you feel seen and understood, please subscribe. Your support is what allows us to continue making this vital information accessible to everyone. And if you feel comfortable, please share in the comments below. Do you wake up at night to use the bathroom? You don't have to share details, but simply saying yes can help another woman reading the comments feel less alone in her struggle. Thank you for watching, and be well.